So as you can tell, guys, I am not in my usual surroundings. I am in a different place at the moment, but I'm still going to give you my Game Week 21 team. So where do we start? We start with the goalkeeper, and this week I've gone with Guaita. So the same as last week, the same man in between the posts. I'm going with Guaita again. He plays a West Ham team who have been a bit hit and miss recently. They lost in the Carabao Cup to Tottenham. They also lost to Southampton, so they were two poor results, but they just beat Watford 4-1. So maybe they're on the up. But they're playing a Palace side who, although lost 3-0 to Spurs 2 weeks ago, well, Spurs seem to do well against everyone at the moment, they have played very well recently. And previous to that, they've got 2 wins and a draw in their last 4 matches, which is pretty decent. And Guaita came back in last match against Norwich and kept a clean sheet. And hopefully, he can keep a clean sheet against West Ham this weekend. And the first player in my defence goes by the name of Kostas Tsimikas. So Tsimikas is playing another match because Robertson's got a red card. And he was brilliant against Leicester. Liverpool didn't play well, but Tsimikas played pretty well. So he's pretty much nailed on and shoo-in for the match against Chelsea on the 2nd of March. 2nd of January. So it's going to be a really big game for Liverpool. Obviously, it will play a big factor in which team can probably chase Man City to the end, because the team who loses that match will probably struggle to get anywhere near the title. But I hope he plays. He is a brilliant player. He can be on corners, he can be on set pieces, and he looks like a brilliant asset, especially at his price. And then the next player in my team is a new recruit. So I had to get rid of Reece James. He did pick up an injury against Brighton, and the man who I'm bringing in plays for Brighton. This lad, Cucurella, absolutely brilliant. He was my man of the match against Chelsea. He got an assist, which is his first assist of the season, his first attacking return of the season. So you're probably saying, well, why you bring him in if that's his only attacking return of the season? Well, I was super impressed with him. I've watched Brighton quite a lot this season, and he's impressed me a lot. And I thought, he comes in at 5 million, he's reasonably priced, he's a differential as well. And I've got to get differentials in my team if I want to boost my mini-league rank. So I thought I'd bring him in, and also Brighton's fixtures do look pretty decent for the weeks ahead. They've got Everton, Palace and Leicester in the next 3. So 3 matches there that aren't the hardest matches in the world, but they are definitely not the easiest ones neither. But I do expect Brighton to pick up points in those. Everton, they've been pretty crap this season. Crystal Palace, they're a bit hit and miss. And then Leicester, same. So hopefully he can pick up points in his next few matches and maybe build on getting an assist for Danny Welbeck in the Chelsea match. And then the next player in my defence is Ben Johnson. So Ben Johnson, it's a sort of player who he's just in there because he's cheap. He doesn't really do much. He plays now and then. He may not play this weekend. Who knows? But if he does, he plays Crystal Palace. And they aren't known for scoring too many goals. And if they are still missing Zaha with that red card, did he get 2 yellows and then a red? I don't know. They might still miss Zaha. They're going to probably miss Gallagher too. So Crystal Palace may look a bit blunt in attack. Yes, they scored 4 against Norwich, but that's Norwich and West Ham, a whole different proposition altogether. And then the last 2 players are Mitchell and Cancelo. So Mitchell, obviously, spoken about Palace, they're a decent side. Mitchell seems to play every match now that Van Aanholt's left, so I expect him to play this weekend. And then Cancelo, who has got himself 4 clean sheets in his last 5 matches, along with 2 assists and a goal. He's been absolutely brilliant this season, one of the best players in the Premier League, and you don't expect Pep to drop him until the Champions League rolls around, when maybe City might rotate a little bit more. I don't expect Pep to drop Cancelo. They've got Arsenal next, then Chelsea. I expect them to play those 2 matches, and then after that they play Southampton, Brentford, Norwich. So like, City have got 2 hard matches, and if they overcome these, it will look very great for them for winning the league. But after that, they've got an easy set of fixtures. So Cancelo looks like he's going to be in there for a long run, providing he stays fit. And now in the midfield, the first midfielder is a sticky one, because Bernardo Silva has sort of gone off the boil recently, really. He's failed to get a return in his last 4 matches, which isn't great considering City in that time, if I look right here, have scored an astonishing 18 goals, and Bernardo Silva hasn't been involved in any of them, which is absolutely ridiculous. So he may get dropped this weekend against Arsenal, who are a team who have been playing well this season, but I do expect City to probably crush them, thrash them like 4-5-0, but I don't expect them to start. However, I've brought in Cucurella and I don't want to take a -4, because you never know. Pep loves Bernardo Silva, and he may think, well, although he hasn't scored, he still offers more to the team with the way he passes, the way he moves, the way he wins the ball back, etc. So he may start, or he may come on for maybe 20 minutes or something. And then the next player in my midfield is Mohamed Salah. So last week, he did miss a penalty against Leicester, the first time in 4 years in the Premier League that Mohamed Salah has missed from the penalty spot. I know, absolutely appalling. I'm a Liverpool fan myself. I was really annoyed we didn't win that match. But it's going to not stop me from putting the captain's armband on him, because this weekend, a lot of people may think, well, do we captain Salah? He's blanked in his last 2. They're playing Chelsea. Do we captain him? Let's try captain somebody like Son, who's got Watford, or maybe one of the Man City players against Arsenal. they may look to captain somebody different. So I don't think Salah will be as highly captained this week, and that's why I'm putting the captain's armband on him. Because a lot of people may overlook him, but he's still a quality player. I watched Chelsea against Brighton, and they did look vulnerable in a lot of parts of the match. So hopefully Salah can exploit that this weekend. And the same with Jota. He hasn't done too much recently, although he did not blank against Spurs and probably should have got an assist for the Salah penalty if he would have scored, if he would have got one because of the poor officiating from Paul Tierney. But he's probably going to start against Chelsea. I don't know. I know Mane's going to 100% start in Salah. I don't know. I don't speak to Klopp, but I'm pretty confident because both of them are going to AFCON, so Klopp's probably going to give them one final run out. And then I reckon maybe Firmino will start up front because he hasn't started much recently. But at the same time, Jota has probably been our best attacker in our last few matches. So, I don't know who to play, but, Jota's in there. He will come off the bench, even if Firmino starts because, Jota's a brilliant asset. The only reason he wouldn't come off the bench is if Liverpool wouldn't comfortably and they wanted to give him a rest. But yeah, I expect him to play at some point in that match. And then Rafinha in there as well. He plays Burnley. He Leeds blanked last week. And so did Gallagher, didn't play on my team, so I was really annoyed. I had no players playing. But this week, Gallagher's still probably recovering from COVID. So I've got Rafinha in there. Like I said, he plays Burnley. And although Leeds have been a bit blunt this season in attack, they've been a bit poor defensively. Rafinha has been he's been scoring a bunch of goals, he's been getting loads of assists. Like, if I look here, from game week 14, he got 8 points. Game week 15, he got 5 points. Game week 16, he got 7 points. In game week 17, yes, he got 2. But in game week 18, he got 7 points as well. So the lad literally hasn't blanked in his last, 5 game weeks. And against a Burnley side who have been struggling a lot this season, I wouldn't put it past him to get a goal or an assist in that match. And we all know he may be off to Bayern Munich, but hopefully he can get a final route in my FPL team before his potential move to Bayern, because I wanted to come to Liverpool, which would be really annoying. But yeah, that's my midfield. And then the final player on my team is Harry Kane. So Harry Kane, he's been brilliant in his last couple of matches. He scored a couple of goals. He could have had 2 against Southampton if it wasn't for this ridiculous offside rule where, I don't know, he looked onside to me and he probably looked onside to 98% of people. But nope, his armpit hair or his sleeve or his, hair on his arm kept him offside. So that was really annoying right there. But yeah, he's got Watford this weekend, a team who just shipped 4 goals to a hit or miss West Ham side at the moment. And Tottenham a high-flying under Antonio Conte side. Don't expect nothing more than a Tottenham win. And hopefully he can be involved with the goals. And then on my bench, I've got Sa, I've got Lucadia, who doesn't play, and I need to get rid of him at some point. But, I've got priority transfers. An injured Callum Wilson and an injured Conor Gallagher. So, the bench doesn't look really, ready to come on. But you never know. Gallagher may recover from COVID in time for West Ham to play this weekend. Or he may not. Or I may think, let's take a -4. Just to have that defensive stability, because you never know. The likes of Bernardo Silva may not play. The likes of Jota may not play. The likes of even Cucurella may not play. He's literally played 90 minutes pretty much every match this season. But he's played a lot of football recently. But yeah, hopefully they all play in there. And that is my team. And if you have any questions, guys, like usual, put them in the comment section. And if you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button and the subscribe button. And I'll catch you in the next one.